Hi, this is going to be a very amateur video by a very amateur handyman. I'm going to show you how to install a roller for a screen door model B649. Okay. Um, a lot of the screen door models have a situation like this, where it's a metal strip that provides the tension. So this type of model is fairly common. There are plenty of videos on that. But if you take your unit apart and find you've got this set up, this is what we're looking at. Okay, so this is the B649, and you can see that it's got tension on the spring here. Okay, um, so it comes in a package with this. It comes with two ordinary mounting screws. It comes with this, which is a flat end bolt. I'm going to call it the adjusting bolt. And it comes with a sleeve for the adjusting bolt, okay, which is wider at one end. I'll call that the lip. So the first thing you need to do is mount the lip assembly to um, the roller. So it looks something like this. This is an old one I took out, but you can see there's a lot of give here. And if you can see you might be able to see the spring on yeah, you can see the screw barely on the inside where it comes up. Okay. So it's about maybe a quarter inch or less inside. Okay. Um, so you're gonna line this up, drop this bolt inside it, and you need a screwdriver that's small enough to fit inside the um, sleeve here. So then you're going to start screwing it, and you're going to screw it not all the way in, but screw it enough so it holds, and maybe you've got um, trying to organize my view here. It's very counterintuitive. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you can see that it's coming up on the inside. Okay, so you're not going to make it tight. Keep it loose, but you're not going to let go because it'll. Okay. So then you want to put it in the door, and the way I found it worked, I put this through the hole in the door, and then in here, and that lined it up enough so that I could, when I pressed here, I could get it. Sorry, get off the screen there. I want to put the screwdriver into the hole, first through the hole in the door, line it into there, and then I can push it enough so it comes up through the hole easily. Okay. Now I want to hold this in place because if I let go, it's apt to fall off because it's not a tight fit. Um, let's, okay. So the next thing you need to do is mount the holes. So keep looking at the unit instead of the screen. You can see the hole at the end. So you want to line that up with the hole in the door itself, the door frame. And once, so it's like this. You can actually look through and see if you've got it lined up. And there's a bit of wiggle room vertically, so it's a little hard to find that first hole. So you do want to find it visually and get the screw stuck in, start screwing it in. Do the same thing with the other end. And when you've got both of them in, go ahead and tighten them all the way. Now the one in the middle, the adjustment bolt, you want to adjust it. This affects how far down this thing goes when it compresses. Okay. So you want to adjust it enough so that it's pretty much like this in relation to the door. Okay. So about in the middle. Okay. Um, Once you've done that, it should be installed correctly and it should be able to move easily. If it doesn't, it's probably because it's rubbing on one of the sides of the door. And the way I got around that is I took a flathead screwdriver and just pried it so it loosened up a little so that it would move freely. Okay, then you install the door. You install it with the bottom first and then the top. The problem we had with the door coming out is there wasn't enough pressure on the top to keep the bottom rollers in place. So you want to adjust the top roller with your by doing this until it's tight enough so that it keeps enough pressure on the bottom roller. And I think that's about it. So hopefully this was a little more helpful than nothing.